Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? Today we're tackling AI automation specifically for beginners. We're going to be checking out these 5 AI services that you can actually sell, especially if you're just starting out. And our source today is this awesome YouTube video I found by this really savvy AI entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And I got to say, their journey is super fascinating. They basically started small,
Yeah.
and now they've got this whole agency thing going on.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to see how approachable this whole field is becoming.
Mhm.
You don't really need this massive tech background or anything, just the right tools and strategies.
Exactly, and that's what we're going to be unpacking today. So first up, let's talk about this personalized cold outreach system. Now, I know you guys know how tough cold outreach can be, right? It's like sometimes you're just shouting into this void. But this entrepreneur is kind of like cracked the code,
hmm
and it's all about personalization, but on this massive scale.
Yeah, you got to think about it. Everyone's inbox is just overflowing with stuff these days, right? So what makes someone actually open your email? It's that feeling that it's actually for them. And AI can actually make that happen without, needing to hire a whole team of writers.
That's super cool. And they actually use this combination of tools to do it. There's Zapier, a LinkedIn scraper, and ChatGPT to connect everything.
Yeah, you can actually build a digital assembly line for personalized messages that way.
That's wild. And I was reading about how Zapier is kind of like the glue that holds it all together using these things called APIs to let all the different tools talk to each other.
Yeah, and it's a great example of no-code automation. So you don't need to be a programmer to build these kind of sophisticated workflows. And the best part is that this approach can seriously increase your response rates, which means you can turn those expensive leads into actual paying customers.
That's huge. Okay, so next up, let's talk about the staff training chatbot. Oh man, I've been through so many onboarding processes that just felt like death by PowerPoint. This is way smarter.
Yeah, for sure. Just imagine a chat bot that holds all your training materials, FAQs, and even quizzes. New hires can access it anytime they want, learn at their own pace, and get instant answers to their questions. So no more scheduling endless training sessions.
Yeah.
Or having to answer the same questions over and over again.
It's like having a 24/7 digital trainer.
Mm.
And I think what's really fascinating is how these chatbots use natural language processing, or NLP. It's like teaching computers to understand human language, which makes the interaction feel way more natural and intuitive.
Exactly. And this is super powerful for businesses that have high turnover rates.
Yeah.
Where consistent onboarding is crucial. You're making sure that everyone gets the same high quality training no matter when they join. And there are some great tools out there like BotPress and Stack AI that make building these chatbots surprisingly easy.
All right, so now for this next service, things get really interesting. We're talking about a customized plan generator. So think personalized diet plans, workout routines, financial strategies, you name it.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless. I mean, think about how long it takes to create those plans manually. This entrepreneur really saw that as an opportunity. They're using AI to analyze past plans, learn the patterns, and then generate new ones in seconds based on what the client needs. It's like taking their expertise and scaling it up exponentially.
Okay, so let's say you're a nutritionist and a client comes to you and they want a vegan meal plan. For a 40-year-old woman who wants to lose 10 pounds, you feed that info into the AI and boom, it generates a plan based on your previous work and best practices.
Yeah, it's a huge time saver, and it means you can serve way more clients, especially if you're a solopreneur or part of a small team. You're basically automating the most time-consuming part of your work, which frees you up to focus on other stuff like client relationships and strategy.
This is totally changing how we think about service businesses. It's not just about being faster. It's about totally reimagining what's possible.
For sure. And that brings us to the next service, which tackles another big pain point: onboarding new clients. We've all been there, right? The endless forms, back and forth emails waiting for approvals. It's a headache.
And first impressions matter. A smooth onboarding experience can make all the difference for client satisfaction and keeping those clients.
Exactly. That's why this entrepreneur created an AI-powered onboarding chat assistant. It walks clients through the whole process from gathering info to signing contracts, even generating invoices. Everything's automated and streamlined, which makes it a much more professional and efficient experience for everyone involved.
Okay, but what really blew me away is that the AI can actually generate contracts based on what the client puts in. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It's incredible, right? Just imagine onboarding dozens, even hundreds of clients at the same time
Yeah.
without lifting a finger. That's the power of AI automation. And what's even more interesting is the potential to specialize.
Oh yeah, they mentioned focusing on onboarding for just one specific industry.
It's about becoming the go-to expert for a niche.
Which is a smart move.
Instead of just selling a generic service, you're offering tailored solutions for a specific audience, and that makes you a valuable partner.
Okay, let's wrap up this first part of our deep dive with service number 5. And this one's for anyone who's ever dealt with managing an Airbnb property. Oh man, guest communication can be a full-time job.
Especially if you have multiple properties, you're constantly answering questions, giving check-in details, dealing with last-minute requests. It can get super overwhelming.
Enter the Airbnb guest support chatbot. It's like a 247 digital concierge that handles all those common guest queries so you don't have to.
And from the guest's point of view, it's like having an instant source of information and support. No more waiting for the host to reply to emails or calls.
Total win-win. The host gets peace of mind, and the guests get a smooth, personalized experience. And happy guests leave good reviews.
It's a perfect example of how AI can be used to solve a specific need. And it shows how accessible this tech really is. You don't need to be a coding expert to create these solutions.
Exactly. The tools are out there, and this entrepreneur is all about showing people how to get started. And it's not just about automating tasks. It's about fundamentally changing how we work and how we interact with our clients.
It's about creating better experiences, freeing up time for more meaningful work, and unlocking new levels of efficiency and scalability.
We've covered a lot in this first part of our deep dive, but there's so much more to explore. We'll be back soon to unpack how this entrepreneur actually delivers these services and all the valuable lessons they've learned along the way. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to our deep dive, everyone. It's amazing to see how AI is being used to solve real problems,
Oh, absolutely. I'm still thinking about that Airbnb chatbot. It's such a clever solution for a pain point that so many hosts face. And what I found really interesting is how the entrepreneur actually delivers this service. It's a great model for anyone who wants to get into this kind of space.
Yeah, they have a really systematic approach. It all starts with understanding the host's specific needs and gathering all those FAQs that guests usually have.
It's like building a knowledge base for the property. You're basically teaching the chatbot everything it needs to know to be a good virtual assistant.
Exactly. And they use platforms like BotPress or Stack AI to build these chatbots. What's cool is how versatile those platforms are. You can put the chatbot on different messaging apps like WhatsApp or Telegram, which makes it super convenient for guests.
Yeah, that's smart, meeting the guests where they are. And what really impressed me is that the entrepreneur actually gives away a template for this Airbnb chatbot.
Yeah, it's part of a workshop they created that walks you through the whole process. From finding your ideal client to actually delivering the service, they're really passionate about helping people get started with AI.
That's awesome. It really shows that this tech is accessible to anyone, even if you don't have a tech background.
Totally, and I think that's a key takeaway from this deep dive. You don't have to be a coding whiz to offer these services. The tools are out there, and with a little effort, anyone can learn how to use them.
It's really inspiring to see how this entrepreneur's not only building a successful business, but also helping others to do the same.
Yeah, they're a true believer in the power of AI to change businesses and lives. And as AI keeps getting better, the possibilities are just going to keep growing.
It's an exciting time to be in this field for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but I know it can also feel a bit overwhelming, especially if you're just starting out.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot to learn, and it's easy to get caught up in all the hype. But the important thing is to remember that you don't have to do everything at once.
That's good advice. Start with one service that you really connect with, master it, and then go from there.
Yeah, and the entrepreneur had some good insights on picking a niche, which is a really smart way to stand out in the market.
Oh, right. They talked about specializing in a particular industry or type of service. So instead of being a jack of all trades, you become like the expert for a specific need.
Exactly. Instead of offering generic onboarding chatbots, you could focus on making them specifically for social media marketing agencies. You know their workflow, you know their pain points, so you can really tailor your services to meet their needs.
That makes total sense. You're not competing on price, you're competing on value.
Exactly. And once you've got your niche, you need to create an offer that people can't resist. That's where a lot of people struggle.
Yeah, they talked about clearly communicating the value proposition. It's not enough to just say, hey, I can build you a chatbot. You have to explain how that chatbot will solve their problem and give them real results.
Right? You got to understand their pain points and show them how your service is the answer. And of course, pricing is a big part of the offer too.
Yeah, they talked about finding that sweet spot where your pricing is good for both you and your clients.
It's a balancing act for sure. You deserve to be paid fairly for your time and skills, But you also need to be competitive.
Okay, so you've got your niche, you've got your irresistible offer. Now you need to find those first clients. That can be tough.
Yeah, for sure. But the entrepreneur shared some great advice on this. They said networking and building relationships are key.
Yeah, they're really active in online communities like Discord, where they can connect with potential clients and share their knowledge.
It's a great way to get your name out there, build some credibility, and start conversations that could lead to new business.
So it's not just about posting ads or sending cold emails. It's about being part of the community and providing value.
Exactly. And once you've made those connections, it's super important to have a solid sales process.
Oh, right. They recommended having a clear pitch, yeah, outlining the problem, the solution, the benefits,
Mhm.
and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask for the sale.
Yeah, confidence is key. If you believe in what you're offering, your clients will too.
This entrepreneur's passion is seriously contagious. They really believe in AI.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that brings us to the next step, actually delivering these services. The entrepreneur walked us through how they use tools like Zapier BotPress and Stack AI to build those automated workflows.
And remember, you don't need to know how to code to do this. These platforms are designed for everyone.
Of course, there's going to be a learning curve, but that's where the entrepreneur's resources come in, like their YouTube channel, their Discord community, their workshop. They give you the support and guidance you need to master these tools and deliver a great service.
It's like having a mentor by your side.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of the AI community. Everyone's so collaborative and willing to share what they know.
You know what really struck me throughout this deep dive is the entrepreneur's mindset.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They have this incredible drive and a real desire to help others.
They're not just in it for themselves. They're building a community, sharing knowledge, and showing people how to use AI.
It's truly inspiring. It shows that success in this field isn't just about technical skills. It's about having the right attitude. Being curious, willing to learn, and passionate about making a positive impact with AI.
I feel so energized after hearing their story. It reminds me that we can achieve anything if we have the right tools, the right mindset, and if we're willing to put in the work.
Couldn't agree more. And that brings us to the last part of our deep dive, where we'll take a step back and look at the bigger picture of AI automation and what it means for the future of work.
All right, so welcome back to our final part of this AI automation deep dive. I'm seriously feeling so inspired by this entrepreneur's story. You know, they've built this awesome business and this amazing community around helping people with AI.
It's pretty remarkable, isn't it? It just goes to show you the potential of all this tech to like make entrepreneurship accessible to everyone. You don't need a big team or loads of money to get started, just the right tools, the right mindset, and a willingness to put in the work.
Exactly. And we've talked about those individual services, right? The cold outreach, the chatbots for training the plan generator. But what I found really fascinating is how they're like weaving them all together now to create this more holistic thing for their clients.
Oh yeah, they're totally moving beyond just like offering those separate services. And they're becoming this like strategic AI partner for businesses. It's like having an AI consultant on your team.
Ah, that's a great way to put it. It's not just about automating little tasks anymore. It's about using AI to get ahead, improve efficiency, and really like boost growth.
Yeah, that's where the real magic happens. When you start thinking about AI as a strategic asset, you can really unlock so many possibilities.
It's like a total mindset shift. And it's becoming so important these days. I mean, AI isn't just some futuristic idea anymore. It's here, it's changing fast, and it's transforming every industry out there.
And they told this story about helping a small e-commerce business completely change how they do their fulfillment using AI. It was amazing. They went from doing everything by hand, like orders and shipping labels, to having this fully automated system that like connected their online store, inventory, and shipping.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. It shows how even small businesses can use AI to compete with the big guys.
Exactly. It levels the playing field and opens up all these opportunities that didn't exist before. And the exciting thing is, we're just getting started with AI.
It's like the early days of the internet. Yeah, we don't know exactly what the future holds, but it's going to be huge.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important to stay curious, to keep learning, and to be open to this technology.
And this entrepreneur's journey really proves that point. They started small, and now they're pioneers in this whole new field.
And their message is clear. Anyone can do this. You don't have to be a tech wizard to succeed with AI. You just need the right resources, the right attitude, and the guts to just go for it.
Yeah, that's super empowering for anyone who might be feeling intimidated by AI.
We all have to start somewhere. And the cool thing about this community is everyone's so supportive.
Like their Discord community. It's a great example of People coming together to share ideas, ask questions, and help each other grow.
Yeah, it's all about collaboration and sharing knowledge, which is so important in a field that's changing this fast.
So to wrap things up, what's the biggest takeaway from all this?
I'd say it's that AI is here to stay. It's a powerful tool that anyone can use, and the possibilities are limitless.
Absolutely. I totally agree. This entrepreneur story shows that we can all do amazing things with AI. It's about embracing the unknown, challenging the way things are, and using this tech to make the world a better place.
Don't forget to check out the show notes for all the resources mentioned in this episode. Join the community and start your own AI adventure.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into AI automation. I hope you're leaving feeling as inspired and excited as I am. It's time to unleash the power of AI and make your mark on the world.
See you next time.